Hello, this is Usekela from Kimbweta.com, and today we are going to share with you on enterprises risk management, or the first topic which will deal with the introduction concerning the meaning of enterprises risk management, as well as the importance of enterprises risk management. But before we go on, we should know actually the meaning of risk. Then we should know the meaning of risk management, and we should know the classes of risk management so that we know what is enterprises risks. In short, risk is those uncertainties that may happen or may result into positive or negative result. So it may have negative or positive results, that are uncertainties concerning loss or concerning earnings is what we call risk. But also classes of risk, we have pure risk and fundamental risk, particular risk, and other kind of classes. But also we have enterprises risk. So what is enterprises risk? Enterprises risk are those risks which affect the whole or the entire organization, the entire enterprises. That is what we call enterprises risk. So the word enterprises risk management comes from enterprises risk. So due to the presence of enterprises risk, that's why we need to have a management of that risk that encounter the enterprises as a whole. Before we go on, also you should know the meaning of risk management. Risk management is all about identifying, then after identification do some analysis. After analysis, you do some response or treatment. Then after there, you do some evaluation of that particular risks, is what we call risk management. So risk management is the process of identifying, analyzing or assessing, then treating and evaluating risks into more economical manner. So what is enterprises risk management? Anyway, before we go to the meaning of enterprises risk management, actually today's organization are more concerned about risk management, governance, control and assurance. Because makampuni sasa hivi yanadili sana na kumanage risk, yanadili sana na usimamizi wa kampuni, yanadili sana na kucontrol, yani kucontrol ni kuangalia performance. Yanadili sana na assurance, that means giving confidence to the stakeholders, those shareholders, those board of directors and other stakeholders, the users of this organization, or the customers, the suppliers, as well as the employee. So wanawapa confidence, wanawapa uaminifu, wanafanya waiamini, wanatengeneza confidence kwa wale watu kuiamini organization through various ways. So today's organization is what they deal with, they are more concerned about with. Well, the main attribute of corporate governance, governance ni usimamizi wa kampuni. So corporate governance main attribute zao au malengo makuu au kazi kuu zake ni reduction of risk. Wana deal with the reducing risks. They do stimulation of performance, wana stimulate performance, kuhakikisha kwamba wanafikia malengo makubwa, kuhakikisha kwamba wana gain profit kubwa, kuhakikisha kwamba wanakuwa na good wana create good customer relationship, kuhakikisha kwamba wana create confidence to employees, to suppliers and things of the kind. Wana improve access to capital markets, wana enhance marketability of goods and services, wana improve leadership, they demonstrate of transparency and social accountability is what the main attributes of the corporate governance. So now we have CORSO, that is committee of sponsoring organization. Hii committee ndo kati ya vitu ambavyo vina deal na au vimepublish the ways of dealing with risk, especially internal risk control. And we have ISO, that is the International Organization for Standardization, also deal with enterprises risk management. So hivyo vyote ni baadhi ya vitu ambavyo ukivisoma or reports ambazo ukisoma utajua jinsi ya kumanage risk. So now here we go. What is the meaning of enterprises risk management. Enterprises risk management is a process affected by an entity's board of directors, management, and other personnel, applied in strategy setting and across the enterprises. Let's end there to so huu ni mchakato mzima ambao umewekwa pale na body ya organization fulani na management ya organization fulani na other personnel. I'm talking about human resource managers, other personnel like risk managers. Wapo pale wameweka hiyo nini, wameweka hiyo process ndo wameaffect wao, wameweka hiyo enterprises risk management. Then hiyo process au mchakato mzima unakuwa applied throughout the organization na umekuwa designed kwa lengo la identify. Kwa hiyo huu mchakato umewekwa kwa ajili ya ku identify risk au events ambazo zinaweza zika-affect an entity, na alafu baadaye ukawekwa kwa ajili ya ku manage hizo risk ambazo zimekuwa identified to be within their risk appetite, to be within their acceptable level of risks, then so as to provide a reasonable assurance regarding the achievements of entity objectives. That is what we call enterprises risk management. Or in other words, definition ya hii enterprises risk management ziko nyingi depending on the writers of that issue. So now, why enterprises risk management is important? What is the importance of enterprises risk management? Actually, every entity, whether it is a profit-making organization or non-profit-making organization, is existing to realize value for its stakeholders. Here, I mean, it's a board of directors, its suppliers, customers, employees. Kuliko pale kurealize, create value for their customers, create values for the employees, and that value is created and preserved, then inakuwa preserved by management decision in all activities. Then from there wana create your value and preserve through setting strategy to operate the enterprises day-to-day activities. So turudi kwenye main content ambayo ni why ERM is important. ERM is important because it supports value creation by enabling the management to deal effectively with potential future events that create uncertainty. Kwa hiyo enterprise risk management ni muhimu kwa sababu inaisaidia organization, inaisaidia management kudeal na potential future events as uncertainties ambayo inaweza kucreate sintofahamu kwenye organization. ERM vile vile inaisaidia management kwa kurespond in a manner that reduces the likelihood of downside and outcomes and increases the upside. Kwa hiyo inaisaidia management kurespond kwa namna ambayo itapunguza uwezekano wa kutokea kwa hasara na vile vile kuongeza uwezo wa kupata faida. And enterprise risk management integrated framework are not so important for our case today, and actually the ERM framework entity objectives can be so ERM framework yenyewe inaangalia objectives za organization kwa kutumia categories 4 au tunasema kwamba there are 4 categories of objectives of an organization ambao sasa ERM framework mpango kazi wa ERM ndio unatumia kuiziview hizo. Kwanza kabisa ni strategic goals. Unaangalia strategic goals zimekaje, operational goals zimekaje, reporting, compliance and things of the kind. Also enterprise risk also considers activities at all levels of an organization. Kwa enterprise risk management yenyewe vile vile ina consider activities zote kwenye level zote, kwenye level ya enterprises na kwenye level ya business unit au kwenye level ya departments au kwenye level ya division or subsidiaries. Kwa ina consider activities zote. Kwa unapotengeneza ile management yako lazima uconsider hizo activities zote, na ndio maana nasema hii ERM ina consider activity kwenye level zote. Enterprise risk management also actually enterprise risk management framework management consider how individual risks are interrelated. Ina consider vitu vyote hivyo. Management develops a portfolio view from two perspectives. So management enterprises management, or your management organization ambayo inaenda risk ina develop portfolio view from two perspective, kutoka kwenye perspective ya business unit level, yani kwenye department, lakini kutoka kwenye perspective ya entity level. The ERM framework, there are 8 components of the framework which are interrelated. So kwa lugha rahisi, components of enterprises risk management. We have 8 components of enterprises management. The first one is the internal environment, then objective setting, then event identification. Hiyo ni another components. Component nyingine ni risk assessment, component nyingine ni risk response, component nyingine ni control activities, component nyingine ni information and communication, and lastly we have monitoring. So tutaenda kuangalia moja baada ya nyingine, component moja baada ya nyingine. What is internal environment? Here is where enterprise risk management develop the philosophy regarding to management, the philosophy regarding to risk management. No, establishes the entity's risky culture. Is here where we develop that culture kwenye internal environment. So also here is where we consider all other aspects of how the organization's action may affect its risk culture. Sasa baada ya component ya internal environment, we have objective setting. When objective setting is applied when management considers risk strategy in the setting of objectives. So mnaposeti objectives zenu, mna consider kwa namna gani risk strategies. How do you consider risks when setting objectives? Hapa ndo anasema mbona inaangaliwa. Lakini vile it forms risk update of the entity, high level view of how much risk management and the board are willing to accept that is a risk update. Kwa hapa tuna form risk update. Unapokuwa unatengeneza objective unasema this risk I will take, this risk I will transfer, this risk I will do this and this. So is here. And also it considers things like risk tolerance. What risk are we going to tolerate? The acceptable level of variation around objectives is aligned with risk appetite. Another component of enterprise risk management is event identification. Here we differentiate risks and opportunities. When we say risks, we are referring to negative uncertainties, while when we say opportunities, we are referring to negative. We are referring to positive risks. Kwa risk ambazo zina result into gain, we refer as opportunities, while risk which we refer to negativity, we say it is risk. So hapa ndo ambapo sehemu ambapo tuna identify matukio gani mabaya kwetu, matukio gani mazuri kwenye organization. Lakini vile kuna issue ya risk assessment. Hapa kuna risk assessment, tunaangalia the likelihood and the impact. So hapa ndo sehemu ambapo tunasema risk analysis, na analyze the frequency of the risk to occur and its severity. Kiokaa itakuwa na effect kadhaa na inaweza kukaa mara kadhaa, that is here kwenye hiyo component. Nyingine ni risk response. Mmesha identify, sasa mna respond vipi kulingana na hizo risk mlizo nazo. We respond by labda kwa kutransfer, we avoid, labda tunafanya assumption au retention we call it. So that is it. Nyingine kuna control activities. So hapa ndo pale moja control activities. Then lastly information and communication. You communicate information, how the information flow from the top to the bottom, from one level to another, kwenye departments, from one department to another, is here where we see it. Nyingine ni monitoring, effective. So hapa kwenye monitoring hapa unaangalia ongoing monitoring activities, separation, evaluation. Here is where we see how we monitor our activities. Kwenye hiyo component ndo inahusiana na hayo mambo. Je, kitu gani kimefikia wapi, kazi inaendaje, ndo kwenye monitoring. Je, malengo yamefikiwa, ndo kwenye monitoring.